What's up, everybody? Welcome into Sharp Fantasy Sports, coming at you today with your free pick video for Friday Night Lights, Friday Night Football, and College Football Friday. I love the Friday Night slate, guys, for the college football slate. We have a lot of games going on tonight. I'm going to hammer down on the latest game of the night here, BYU and Oklahoma State, coming at you with your free pick video of the day here, every single day here on YouTube. No matter the day, I'm coming out with it, man. Whether it's football, college football, baseball, and baseball a lot recently too. Basketball we're going to get into here as soon as the season starts up, and we'll be probably playing some plays on Better, Prize Picks, everything else in between. I'm always on Dabble, DraftKings Pick 6, DraftKings FanDuel, everything in between, guys. I'm giving you moneyline bets, DFS bets, everything there. So if this is your first time joining the channel, welcome in. We're up almost 20 units over the last 35 days on free picks alone here on YouTube and my Winible page. So if you're not on Winible for my free plan, just get on there. It's an easy sign up. Just subscribe to the free plan. It's no money, nothing costs to you guys. Just free picks sent straight to your phone in real time, so it's easy for you to place the bets. We've been struggling, I'm not going to lie, on the free pick videos the last few days. We are down 6 units or so over the last 2 days on free picks alone over the videos as well as in my Winible. But VIP has been killing it. We are still up. We had some nice cash-ins yesterday on VIP, on the VIP plan. If you've been following my videos, I had a nice little special for 95% off for the weekend pass from the other day, from Wednesday, I think it was, until the end of Sunday night. And we are cashing, man. We had a great cash here on this four-man player on DK Pick 6, which paid out over 10.5x, which is unbelievable, man, because guess what, guys? It says right there. You had a higher payout because fewer competitors played this correct picks together. That's why DK Pick 6 is so cool, man. They'll pay you out a four-man play like this on 10x right here. When you go to Prize Picks, it's going to be like 8 or 8.5x. So that's a cool part about this. So I love DK Pick 6 plays, and this was a great one too. Less than 1% of each of these were played yesterday. Sutton didn't even get in the game, barely at all. Got no targets at all. Kamara less than 36.5 receiving yards. This paid out, guys, on a two-man play, over 4.5x, almost 5x, dude. That's crazy. If you play a three-man play on Prize Picks, it usually pays out 5x. A two-man here on DK Pick 6 paid out 4.5x because, again, higher payout because no one's picking these, man. Usually two-man pays play out 3x or less, which is pretty great, but this is even fucking better. So this was all VIP yesterday, so I know a few of you are on VIP. Thank you so much, and I hope you've been tailing these plays because we won on this one the other day as well on VIP, which was great. Severino and Bueller. And I know we've been struggling with the free pick videos, but guess what, man? If you've been tailing these plays, you've been losing. But if you've been fading the last couple of days, you've actually been hitting a lot more than not. Take a look at this shit, which is insane. So I just want to show this specifically, just to let you know, hey, I'm being transparent, obviously. I'm not hitting every single play, right, on free picks or VIP, obviously. But we're hitting more often than not, and we have the right strategy in mind. Take a look here at yesterday's free pick video play. If you faded this and went the exact opposite of every single one, you would have hit this. We went 0 for 4 this one, right? So I'm telling you straight up, like, we missed this one, right, yesterday. But if you faded every single thing here, man, it was correlated the right way. That's the thing, man. If you have the game scripted out the right way on your picks, man, you're going to hit a lot more often than you think. Don't pick just random shit. Don't just pick like, oh, over on pass yards, over on rushing yards here. Figure out the script and how to script it up where it's going to profit for you guys long term. So we missed on this, but if you faded this at 1, and if you faded this play the other day on my free pick video, you would have hit this too. So we lost out on this. They both went under the total. So we're not hitting every single video. I get it, man, but we're hitting more often than not, and VIP's been killing it here, man. We hit this one the other night on VIP. 6x play here. This is actually a free man play. This actually wasn't VIP. So free and VIP are hitting it. Dabble, we love Dabble because their 3-man plays pay out 6x. Hit that one there. Hit this the other day, like I already showed you guys up above. I'm just skim through all these, man. I go over these all the time, right? But just a little proof here that we are hitting a lot of times, man, and a lot of free and VIP picks. Man, we're kicking ass here on DFS plays and straight up sportsbook plays. So make sure you follow me for more baseball, NFL, NCAA. These are all the last few weeks here, man. This one right here is awesome from a couple weeks ago, man. The 6-man play hit a couple Saturdays ago. Paid out 38.5x. Insane, dude. If you put $100 on this, you went out $3,800. That's crazy. So make sure you hop on the weekend pass if you can. I'll skim down to it right now. This may be filled up right now. I had 5 spots available only for this 95% offer for the weekend pass. I may restock this. So if you're watching this and you go to the link in my video and it's already filled, I may restock it, so stick around for an update on Winible, okay? 95% off if you use code WIN at checkout for the weekend pass. It would have been $10. So I know a lot of people hopped on this pretty quickly. I may restock it. It's not going to be 95% anymore, though. The people that were smart enough to hop on it got it for $10. If you hop on it now, it's probably going to be like 50 to 60 to 70 bucks, maybe even $100 for the weekend pass. So stick around for it. It's usually $200 for the weekend pass, but we may have some lock-in plays. We may have some promo codes for you guys to get it down a little bit more from $200. But if you locked in at 95% off, hell yeah, congrats, man. Let's get into the game, man. Here's some notes I had in the game. Just taking a look at the research on this last few days. It's an interesting game. I was looking at Oregon and Purdue, looking at a couple other games, but I really liked this game a lot. And it's interesting because if you looked at BYU OK State beforehand, like preseason, you would have thought this would be a nice little matchup, like premier matchup, where both are not really maybe competing for the top spot in the Big 12, but BYU is just rolling right now. It should have been a premier matchup, but BYU is just kicking everyone's ass right now, undefeated. OK State has really been struggling, man. They're already removing Bowman. They got another guy coming in there, the backup QB coming in there under center, so we don't really know how that's going to work out. But OK State, man, in terms of defense and the rushing ability, has been fucking awful, man. Bowman's been their only saving grace, but he's not enough, obviously. He cannot get it done either, man, and he's not playing to what his abilities are since last year, man. And right now, OK State is in the bottom third in the nation, guys, in rushing EPA and ranks 119th in yards per rush allowed, which is freaking awful. That is awful. As a Big 12 team, you should not be that far off. Conversely, man, take a look at this. BYU, top 17 in the nation right now in rushing EPA per play, which is a nice little advanced metric stat, taking into consideration expected points added on to other games, like from away, neutral sites, home games, all that stuff, all the nerd stuff, right? So they're top 17 in the nation in rushing EPA. Time possession is going to be key tonight. I think a lot of people think this should be an over game because BYU throws a lot, and OK State's got a lot of over games tonight, but the total's actually been bought down a lot there, as you can see on the screen, 55.5 down to 52 or so. I would play the under down to 51.5. It's been going down a lot for some sharp bettors and some sharp handicappers. The secondary for BYU is really elite too. I don't know how it's going to affect this new QB coming in for OK State. I don't really want to handicap too much on the new QB. If Bowman's on their center, we don't really know how he's going to match up with the receivers. His total right now passing yards is like 206.5 or something like that. I was maybe thinking about going under on that, just because they're going to have to try to keep pace with the rushing, but I don't want to touch that personally. They need their top dog, OK State, to get going, Gordon at running back. But the problem is, guys, he's only averaging 3.8 yards per carry in the season, so not very good. And their O-line right now ranks 113th in offensive line yards right now, which is freaking awful. Okay, that is awful. You should not be below 50. Okay, that's really bad. Specifically as a Big 12 opponent, they should not be right there. That is awful, man. That's like FCS type shit. Come on. Retzlaff, while we love him, he's a really good QB. He's been tremendous through the air. He completes 60% of his passes while holding a 14-5 touchdown interception ratio. So you may want to play up his passing props if you want to. I just think this is going to be a game where it's controlled more on the ground. I like the under. I think a lot of sharp bettors are pulling it down to the under. So it's really showing me like there's going to be a time of possession game where the running backs are going to have to get going. And I like BYU's top dogs, even Retzlaff, to possibly be rushing out there a lot more than often. So I'm going to be really putting some time down here on the running backs tonight. Okay. And if you've been following me on Friday nights, man, we've been actually hitting a lot on running backs on Friday nights. So I'm looking here on Dabble for this 3-man play. Now, while we're playing this on Dabble, guys, 6x payouts. Take a look there. I'm playing Ali Gordon, the second, under on his rushing yards, Retzlaff under on his passing yards, and Rapati over on his rushing yards. So there's not a lot of great trends on Rapati right now going over on his rushing yards, but they're top 17 in the nation right now in terms of rushing attempts, as well as rushing yards. So I think it's a pretty easy number. He went 65 or more the last game or so, 65 a few games ago too. So I like him to go over on his rushing yards. I think they're going to try to control the pace as much as they can tonight. He's going to get a lot of rushing attempts. So you may want to play up the rushing attempts too. Retzlaff, I don't think he's going to pass as much as you think. Take a look here, guys. His last 5, he's only gone over this number one time. So that's crazy. So I really like the under for this because I think they're going to just control the pace of the game. And if they're in the lead, they're not going to be throwing that much. Now, take a look at Ali Gordon too. We talk about how he needs to get going here, but he hasn't done this, and he's only done this once out of 5 games. They're going to get their ass kicked. The O-line is terrible. BYU's defense is pretty damn solid. They're going to have to throw a ball a lot more than they realize because they're going to be behind in the game. And I love the under. I love the under here. You may think it's a nice overplay because of OK State and BYU. OK State's defense being terrible. I think the BYU is just going to control the pace scan. I don't think it's going to be as many TDs as you think, man. We could see a 20-0 lead after, through the second quarter, but I still think it's going to fall right into that 52.5. So I'm giving out 2 plays for the night. This 3-man play here on Dabble, which I love, 6x payouts because you're getting better value here for 3-mans here compared to Prize Picks at 5x, and the under 52.5 for your sportsbook bettors. So if you're on DraftKings, FanDuel, whatever else, I like that play too if you can play it. If not, play up on the DFS apps. Love Dabble here. That's the free pick for tonight, guys. I'll have more for VIP and free plays on Winible, so make sure you follow for more. Thanks, guys. Take care.